It's the 7th of February 2018. It'll touch after midnight, about 12:10. This is the fifth in a series of videos, which is a response to Jazz A. Jazz made a series of comments that centred around some pretty ridiculous domestic violence laws, mostly in Australia, but some in Canada as well. Jazz was fairly knowledgeable in the field and was telling me, some of the more ridiculous ones. I have to keep remembering. They're so ridiculous I don't want to remember them. And the three that he told me about were de facto by distance, which is when a woman visits you and spends quality time with you and then takes your house, or basically has the same rights as a wife. After it could be no time limit specified, quality time, whatever that is. Okay, another one was she doesn't want sex. That's okay. If you don't want it, then you're up for withholding your affection. It's an offence apparently in Australia. And also third, if you don't want an argument but she does, well then that's what's that? Silent treatment. Giving her the silent treatment. That's also an offence in Australia. I mean, they're quite ridiculous. And as he told me all of these, I developed the analogy that, we're living in a minefield. That's a minefield. Women have been weaponised so that they're effectively mines. They'll blow up at any time and blow your leg off. And we mgtow are living outside the fence. We just don't want to go in there. Okay, we just don't want to live in there. It's happened slowly over a period of years. We're aware of it. Lots of us have been wounded, and we don't want to get wounded again. And we don't want to move on by moving back in. Okay, so we're quite happy to stay outside the fence. That's generally how I see it. And in my last video, I discussed the state of play, how we're actually fighting against it at the moment. And I started by saying that, and I'll have to refer to my list again, getting old, losing my memory. I started off by saying I feel are complacent. Just keep on the carousel until it just gets your leg blown off. It gives a shit about you. Okay, it's too hard to think about. We don't know what to do. It's happened. It's crept in. What do you do? It's like the play. What do you do? Just put up with it. Okay, but then there are others that are doing things to try and prevent it, to try and deal with it and do something about it. They're mostly MGTOW or MRA people. Some are trying to prevent the mine going off by, forced rape. Supporting guys who are being charged with forced rape, false violence, mainly rape, or sexual offences. They're trying to, they go to them. They're organising a defence against it. So he's trilling the mine. Shit. So we're trying to defuse it. Okay. You've got others trying to help by identifying what a mine looks like. What a personality disorder, how to identify personality disorders like borderline personality disorder or narcissistic personality disorder or any range of other things, and also what to try and do about it. So, you're sitting there with a mine next to it, don't touch the button. And for God's sake, don't, you want to sit next to the mine, cuddle up to the mine, fine. Just don't press its button, all right, because it'll blow up. And the others are trying to fight the legislation. So as they're out there planting a mine, let's put this one in here. And these guys are out there saying, "Oh, look, we don't believe, the blah 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 blah." They're in debate. They want to debate, this one, and in the end, and then they're going to debate this one, that one, this one, and it's just going to be. They've got nothing better to do. Okay, all the resources in the world, they've got all the resources behind them. Yep, they'll just keep planting them. Yep. And you'll win some, and they'll win most. And the other thing is some want to starve them into submission. Withhold, stay outside the fence. So, they don't have a company, they don't have a sex, they don't have our resources, they don't have anything. We're starving them because we're outside the fence. They're in there, and that's the idea. That if we stay out here long enough, I say, "Oh, come on, okay, we'll defuse all the mines and we'll just go back to how it was." I personally don't think that'll ever happen. but that's what has to happen. We've got to diffuse all the mines and somehow do that. Okay. So the purpose of this video is to look at it differently. Okay. And because all of those solutions, every one of them, requires you're either sitting on the ground out here or trying to do something on the unfriendly ground in there. You're trying to do any one of those things. Either live there, just go around the carousel, or try and help, or whatever. But how do you live on a mine? How do you do it? The answer is, you can't, can you? Yeah, well, you can't. And that's right. I mean, eventually, they just keep putting in more mines. You're going to lose. Sorry. Eventually, there's just going to be so many mines, you're going to lose. You've got no chance. I mean, they're just the numbers. You won't be able to stop them putting in their mines. They've got so many now. They're just going to put in more. So you might as well just put up your hands and say, no, we lose. Yeah, but I mean, good luck. And it's wishful thinking to think you can do battle on that ground. But I mean, you're just going to go in there and get your legs blown off, or you're going to stay on this side of the fence. And frankly, I don't think they're going to give a shit. They're just going to take over anyway, while you're sitting out here twiddling your thumbs. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, you can think, yeah, I'm winning. They're going to go, okay, you're gone. You're out there. You'll die eventually. And we'll say, yeah, look at those people. You think you want to go out there and leave? Yeah, that's what happened to them. Okay, I mean, you can debate me as much as you like, and you could be right. You know, we could, by sitting outside a fence, we might actually, eventually, something might happen. I don't think so, because this whatever it is taking us a long-term view. Probably started in the 1950s or 60s, and it's still spreading, slowly creeping. Yeah, so you might have a long 20 or 30 year wait. You could do. Now, I'm going to suggest something that's a bit unusual. And I've only realised recently that I've spent the last 5 years working out a battle plan. And it's not finished yet. But slowly, ever since I became mgtow 5 years ago, I've been working out a plan, which I would like to share with you, just roughly. Okay, I'll go into it in a lot more detail later, but it's an idea. All right, it's just an idea to get started. I just for you to think about and consider, because it actually, I've watched a lot of videos. Okay, and I've absorbed a little bit of all the views. I've sort of incorporated it into a solution, if you like, an alternative solution, a different way to look at it. It's worked for me at a personal level. It couldn't be better. And I'm going to try and explain it, and I might have to go over it a few times. But it's unusual. It's very rough, and it's only me that does it. But rather than live on the ground, I live above the ground. I'm levitating above it. And it's really, really easy to do. So easy to do. It sounds weird, doesn't it? You know, we all these levitate cars and everything. Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, we're doing it right now. Right now. Because I'm not there sitting on the chair next to you. Yeah, I'm in cyberspace. Yep, and you're right. Yeah, they can get me in cyberspace. There's no doubt about that. And if I start going off about what rotten bitches feminists are or anything like that, yep, they'll get me. Hate speech, isn't it? Yeah, I don't do that. Don't do it at all. Don't need to. You don't need to. But the whole point is, cyberspace works. And it's the one thing whoever started this didn't count on. And so far, all we're doing is doing all of these things. We're not doing anything quite outside the square. We're doing all the predictable things. We're not doing the unusual things, and that's what we've got to do. We've actually got to be more ridiculous than them. That's the only way we can beat them. They're being absolutely... If anybody can explain half the laws they're putting down there, feel free to tell me. But they're ridiculous, aren't they? And the only way... So if they want to play ridiculous, we have to be more ridiculous. And more ridiculous in a good way. And we can do it. I've done it. I've done it myself. It's taken me 5 years to work all of this out. And it's really simple, and it's really effective, and we can win. And it's based largely on almost the last point of the last video, where we starve them into submission. Okay? It's like, instead of sitting here outside the fence, we go in there, but not on the ground. We're above the ground. Okay? We're hovering in cyberspace. And we don't do anything that's going to set off any mines. Okay? We don't have to. And, better still, it's a load of fun. And you'll really have a fucking good time. I have a ball. I'm 62 years old. I have a ball. Okay? Yep, and it's with women. Yep, with women. We have the best women in the world. They're really great time, yeah. I'm fucking popular. I'm going to tell you that. I am fucking popular. God knows how, but yeah, they think I'm great. Yeah, they're pissed off that I'm out here talking to you. Yeah, because they want me back there, where I'm fun. Okay. Now, I chat in a room called the Wild Jungle and Sexy Cams. Okay, it's on Pal Talk in the adult section. I'll just give you a couple of things about it. Right? I've been knocked by a few people. Oh, you're associating with women, sort of thing. Okay. Now, in there, I'm a perfect gentleman. Right? Perfect. You got a lot of pervs and that sort of thing coming in. The chicks don't like them. Okay. No, I'm just hi, how are you? Very diplomatic, very, they love me because I'm not the only one. They like. People like me, like gentlemen. They go in there, have a chat, and that sort of thing. And yeah, and it's just, you're not being, I want to smell a dick, dirty. No. No, you just gentle, you just talk. Smile, and it's just, oh God, I mean, they're looking at you like, oh, yeah, marriage prospect, you moved to Australia, yeah, I might have done it. The Filipinos mainly, Indonesians, Asians generally. Yeah, a few Western women, but mostly Asians in the room I chat in. Okay, so they, a lot of them are, oh yeah, he looks good, yeah. I say, no, I'm poor to begin with, and no, I'm not interested. But doesn't matter, they still talk to me, some of them. But that's just one of the things, just being a gentleman. And yeah, it's good. You've got company, and look, it's almost as good as talking to the person next door. Well, the person next door, the woman next door, about 80, these girls are 25, 30. I love older women. 80 is a good age. They're starting to really, but 25, 30, 40, they're okay too. It's great. But it's not as good as 80, sort of 75 or something. Yeah. So then, and really, it's almost the same. It's okay. You've got to type to them. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a hassle. But I'm starting to get a few and start talking on mic and that sort of thing. I like a chat. It's always a bit of fun. You have a bit of fun with them. So it's not like I'm sitting outside on the fence all by myself. No, it's I'm having a good time. I tell people too, and they don't like it. When you say, yeah, I'm up here right above you. Yeah, I'm having a ball. Yeah. And they're sort of like, they know, because they think, he doesn't talk to us, does he? No. Why would I? For God's sake. And look, I talk to loads of guys there as well. Yeah, we have a good time. And crack jokes about it. That's just probably better than real life, in all honesty. It's probably better than being in the minefield. Certainly better than being outside the fence sitting by myself. Yeah, no, just hovering above them in cyberspace. Pal talk. Yeah, adult section. Yeah, wild jungle and sexy cams. Yeah, but I do more than that. Oh yeah. I'll do more videos on this, not tonight, but later I'll do more videos. Yeah, when I first separated, I was pretty pissed off, right? And I used to drink a fair bit. And one night I thought, oh fuck, I'm going to dance. So I started dancing, you know, like, yeah. I turned around and looked at and the whole room was watching me, because you've got all the cams up, you can see. And I call myself curious, right? And they said, Curie, you're dancing. I said, yeah, so fucking what? I'm pissed. And they were all watching it. Anyway, I didn't think much about it. And, a month or two later, or a few weeks later or something, I did it again. I had a peek this time. I thought, they're all watching me dance. I went, oh, that's a bit strange. And I thought, okay. So I thought, I'll take this a step further, you know. I'm good and drunk, you know. Yeah, I stripped off the shorts, dancing in my undies. Oh, no, we don't like the undies. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I've pushed the envelope too far. Yeah, put my shorts back on, you know, just dance my shorts. Yeah, so that went on for a little bit. And one thing led to another. I don't know what happened. I got the green screen. And I thought, let's put up a disco scene. You know, I'll make it like I'm a disco dancer in the room. A pole dancer or something. 61, I think, 60 or 61 at that stage. Fat, bald, male. Yeah, so I started dancing. And I had 2 screens, and I put up all the chicks' cams. And I knew they were watching me. Yeah, watching. I thought, they're fucking kidding, aren't they? I'm 60 years. What are they fucking watching me for? And I was dancing, and I started thinking, how about I stop all this, you know, wild shit? How about I just, I mean, I used to dance, you know, got down to just moving my, I'd cut my head off, okay, so, you know, so they couldn't, you know, so I didn't look too bad, all right, you know, front on, you know, I look pretty fat inside, but front on I looked all right. So I'm just doing this, you know, and just keep them, you know, and of course, where are their eyes looking? Bang, straight in there. Guys go in that room and beg them to look at their dick. Young guys, you know, muscular, that sort of thing, big dicks. Yep. I'm 62 years old, fat, bald, male. Boom, down there. Yep. And I could tell, they were just looking. And they were staring. And they could. And it slowly dawned on me. I thought, oh, fuck it. How fucking obvious. What do women watch on TV, you know, when they come onto YouTube? Singing and dancing. Big chunk of women love men, watching men dance. And I thought, and I don't know how I did it, but slowly I started just getting real slutty, thinking like a real slut. And I started wearing this white t-shirt. Oh, white t-shirt's dirty. It looks all right on camera, but it's dirty. It's just an old tennis shirt, you know, huge thing. Down, you know, I stripped my shorts off. Took the undies off too. Yeah, never ever got a complaint again. No, nobody ever said no. I never heard the word. I always thought, I think what they wanted to do, take the undies off. Yeah, curious. The undies. That's what they meant. Will you take them off? Will you lose them? I thought they meant, oh shit, put the shorts back on. No, they meant the other way. Yeah. So I wear this shirt, that comes all the way down. Okay, and I just drag it up and that sort of thing. And believe it or not, yeah, they're all staring at it. And I finally understood how a disco dance would feel, because all you think the whole time is, how fucking long is this going to last? 62. And I was there and just thinking, and I'm barely moving, and the chicks are just going, and then some of them started dancing with me, and And I started getting a bit arrogant. And turn your pussy around. Let's see your pussy. You get your pussy moved. Yeah. And I went, oh, look at me, Yeah. And I was fucking Disco Dan. I don't know how I did it. And it was so much fucking fun. It'd be 3 o'clock. Everybody else is asleep around the place. I'm 62 with headsets on. Fucking music, powering, man. 3 a.m. in the morning, going out for a piss. I thought, I would never have guessed that at 62 I'd be disco dancing in an online chat room. But the thing was, it was so much fun. It was just total fun. So I wasn't sitting out here, outside the fence, being miserable and by myself and depressed and lonely. No, I was in there, but above it. So no chance I can get blown up. Okay, I was hovering above it. So and it just became more and more ridiculous. I said, I can't keep doing this. It's just too much. But I went the next step. Not only did I do it and I was genuinely having a good time. So it's not like I was out here, struggling. Nah. But it was no good if they don't know, is it? I mean, really, if they're not aware, they think, he's gone hermit. He's poor thing. Yeah, not that they really mean poor thing. They don't want me now. Yeah, so fuck it. I went on Facebook and started posting. I got screenshots of me dancing, the chicks I'm dancing with. Put them on Facebook. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, having a fucking ball. Now that's the thing. Just spread the word. It's fucking great. Now what if 2 or 3 of us, or 4 of us, or 5, or 500 of us started doing it? Okay. And started putting it on Facebook or whatever social media. Take screenshots. Here I was with this hot Indo chick. I mean, they're hot. Okay. And so are the Phils. They're skinny. And you look, I'm bald, fat, 62. Okay. It's not exactly like I'm John Travolta, hey. And honestly, they watch me. I tell you how bad it was. This was bad. I was dancing one night, having a real rage by myself, and I got a message from this guy who was obviously an Indian, okay, and he said, lift the shirt, Kiri. And I thought, huh? 62, white tennis shirt, t-shirt, yep. Lift the shirt, Kiri. This Indian guy. Okay, that's all right. But one of the admins told him, don't tell the dance, don't direct the dancers what to do. I mean, they only ever say that for women, right? That's only don't tell the women what to do, guy. And I thought, you're fucking kidding. I've made it now, haven't I? Don't tell the dancers what to. I'm a dancer. But honestly, it was good fun. And if we've got to outweight these people, it achieves that. Yeah, we're having a good time. Don't worry about us. So like we're sitting out here, but if we let them know, we publicise it. Okay, having a fucking ball. Yeah, it's great up here. Yeah, we're not out here. We're above you. Yeah, we're in cyberspace. Yeah, you're living with you. Yeah, it's me. Put it up on social media. Let everybody have a look at it. It's me. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I'm fucking 80 and I've got this 25 staring at me. I mean, how would you? And if that gets onto social media, and if enough of us start doing it, okay, so this is me having a great time, and me talking to this chick, and me doing, blah blah blah, having a drink with my friends in Indonesia, the Philippines, Mexico. Well, I don't know, just come on down and party everywhere. Now, if we get that onto social media, what are the women going to start thinking? What is everybody going to start thinking? Shit, that sounds right. That's not a bad idea. Wouldn't mind doing that myself. Fuck, now what? I mean, it's just... And so they can put as many fucking minds as they like in there. It's not going to blow us up because we're up above them. Is there any hate speech? Is there anything that anybody can say to us? What are we saying? What are we doing wrong? We're having a good time, aren't we? We're just having a good time. We're not doing anything wrong. Not naked or anything. But even if we were, so what? It's an A room. It's quite acceptable. I don't mean, I'm not joking. Some of these women are really hot. And yeah, they like men. Yep. You can break them down into two groups. You've got those who are queen bees, like all men. Everybody chats to them. And you've got those who want a husband. Right? I tend to stay away from those that want a husband, but I like talking to the queen bees. Yeah, they're good fun. I've got some real good friends there. And, I'm always happy to see them. They're happy to see me. And, yeah, I get on with the other guys. It's no problem. I don't know. I suppose some people have sex. I don't, but I have a good time. In fact, I'm probably having the best time of my life. I'm not kidding. I'm losing weight. I don't drink anymore. Very little. I have a great time. And I talk to them and that sort of thing. I'm learning more and more. But that's the whole point. It's hovering above them. And so we can stay up there for ages. And so eventually, and if we let everybody know what a good time we're having, yeah, I think the women are going to start saying, fuck this. Because pretty soon, other guys are going to think, well, if those guys are having a good time, maybe I can have a good time. Because this sucks. She's just screaming at me and telling me to do this, telling me to do that. And here are these guys showing me, how debonair they are and how much fun they're having. And I'm down here in the minefield, trying not to fucking press the button. And they're up there, yeah, press my fucking button, yeah, fuck off. I'll give them another one. I think it's 120 million people in the Philippines. Half of them are women. 60 million. Yeah, I think there's enough there for it. And there's a couple 100 million in Indonesia, Mexico. Yeah, I think we're all right. And I mean, you don't have to marry them. You don't have to do anything. It's just fun. I mean, most of the time I'm chatting to the guys. We're cracking jokes and that sort of thing in PM. Yeah. I've got some good mates there. All over the world. Yeah, talk to people all over the world. It's good fun. Here, I've just got the same old. They're all the same. I mean, nice enough people, I guess. But I mean, I've been here. I'm 62. I've been here all my life. Nothing they're going to tell me that's I haven't heard before. But it's good talking to. Bri from the States. Cabby's not too bad. He's a bit of a control freak, but never mind. I've got Kurt down in Sydney. They're just the main ones, but I mean, there's heaps more. And it's just, and the chicks, well, there's a list there. I mean, it's But look, I'm going on too far. But I mean, it's just a strategy to think about. It works. It works. And then, Josie, if you listen, I know it's probably mgtow don't like hearing it because it's pandering to women. But the thing is, it's got longevity, and if anybody hears that a 60-year-old is hanging out with 30-year-old women, well, I mean, yeah, are they going to pray for me? Are they going to say that it's sad? Don't think so. They're going to be fucking pissed off, I can tell you that, if they all knew, right? And they're going to feel threatened because if I'm having a good time and I put it on social media, then all the other guys are going to see it on social media. And he's got all these young chickadees. What do you think the women are going to do? Well, I don't know. But I mean, we can always find out. And I mean, if nothing else, it would scare the shit out of them and would start making them listen. It would actually get at the women who didn't start this. Okay, remember that video feedback? They didn't start it. They're then going to start feeling like victims. Okay? So they might start thinking and turning to this small clique, this small group of people who are controlling them and say, fuck off. We're losing our men. Fuck off. Get rid of your fucking minds. Let's get these cunts, whoever the fuck they are. Talk to you.